I'm very excited to meet this Liara lady. I've got my eye on her, even though I haven't even met her yet. We know Shepard has a thing for blue, blue ladies. All right, we've got our Kaiden and we've got our Garrus. We need to talk to the ambassador. The ambassador will provide you with a ship and crew. Meet him at the Alliance docking bay, accessible through the central elevator in the CSEC Academy. Traffic control, docking bay. Glad we chose to do that.
The Krogan group that had accused the Genetics Corporation of fraud. The Krogan group had contracted Binary Helix to perform studies with a long-range goal of curing their genetic sterilization. The group later sued for a return of investment money when the study produced no viable results.
Okay. That didn't quite register for me. What was going on there? Hello, Ambassador.
I've got big news for you, Shepard. Captain Anderson is stepping down as commanding officer of the Normandy. The ship is yours now.
What?
She's quick and quiet, and you know the crew. Perfect ship for a Spectre. Treat her well, Commander.
I want the truth. Why are you stepping down, sir?
You needed your own ship. A Spectre can't answer to anyone but the Council. And it's time for me to step down.
Come clean with me, Captain. You owe me that much.
I was in your shoes 20 years ago, Shepard. They were considering me for the Spectres.
What happened?
I failed. I couldn't make the cut. It's not something I'm proud of. Ask me later and I'll tell you the whole story. For now, all you need to know is, I was sent on a mission with Saren, and he made sure the Council rejected me. I had my shot. It came and went. Now you have a chance to make up for my mistakes.
Oh.
You also might want to check out the cantina.
Saren's gone. Don't even try to find him. But we know what he's after. The conduit.
That's where the
He's got his geth scouring the Traverse looking for clues.
We had reports of geth in the Pharaoh system shortly before our colony there dropped out of contact, and there have been sightings around Noveria.
Find out what Saren was after on Pharos and Noveria.
Okay.
Maybe you can figure out where the conduit is before he does.
Okay.
Anything else?
We have one more lead. Matriarch Benezia, the other voice on that recording. She has a daughter, a scientist who specializes in the Protheans. We don't know if she's involved,
Everyone
but it might
stay
be a good
calm.
idea to
We're
try and find
taking
out she knows. Her name's Liara.
Hello!
Dr. Liara Tassoni.
Wait,
We have
Liara,
reports
y'all!
She was exploring an archaeological dig
Hi,
on
friends.
one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster.
What happened?
We just learned some information here. So, the Matriarch Benezia's daughter is Liara, who is studying Prothean ruins. She's at an archaeological dig on one of the uncharted worlds in the Artemis Tau cluster. Yeah, we're gonna start there. Just for reasons.
Sounds like we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster.
It's your decision, Commander. You're a Spectre now. You don't answer to us.
But your actions still reflect on humanity as a whole. You make a mess and I get stuck cleaning it up.
Okay.
I'll take care of Saren. You take care of the political fallout.
Not exactly the answer I was looking for, Shepard. Remember, you were a human long before you were a Spectre.
We'll do our best.
I have a meeting to get to. Captain Anderson can answer any questions you might have.
This guy. Ooh, yeah, we got some renegade.
Yes, Commander?
Tell us more information.
Any extra intel you can give me on our colony at Pharos?
The entire planet used to be one giant Prothean city. Mostly ruins now. But some of the infrastructure is still intact. The colony tried to build on what the Protheans left behind. We lost all contact with them when the Geth attacked.
That's unfortunate.
What do you know about the Artemis Tau cluster?
Not much. I've never been there myself. A handful of systems with a few small, uncharted worlds, but no real colonies. Might not be easy finding Dr. Tassoni out there. My advice is to look for the world with the Prothean ruins.
What can you tell
Thanks.
me about Noveria?
Novaria's trouble. Always has been. The whole planet's basically a center for corporations to conduct illegal research. Watch your back there, Shepard. Spectres are about the only form of Citadel authority Noveria respects. But they aren't popular.
Ooh. Uh-oh. Good to know. So you worked with the Spectres, huh?
I want to know the truth about you and Saren. I want to know about the mission you were on together all those years ago.
We had intel on a rogue scientist being funded by Batarian interests. He was trying to set up a facility to develop illegal AI technology out in the Verge.
Uh-oh.
Alliance Intel had done all the work, but the Council wanted a Spectre involved. We compromised. I was assigned to help Saren in his investigation. We tracked the scientist to a refining facility on Kamala. He was hidden away somewhere inside, protected by an army of Batarian mercenaries. The plan was simple. Sneak into the plant, capture the scientist, sneak back out. Quick, quiet, and a minimum of bloodshed.
I'm guessing things didn't go as planned?
Saren and I split up to cover more ground. Then about halfway through the mission, there was a massive explosion in the refinery core. Officially, it was ruled an accident, but I think Saren detonated it on purpose to draw off the enemy guards.
Oh gosh.
Sounds like overkill to me.
The explosion tore the refinery to shreds. The whole place was on fire. Black chemical clouds poured out into the atmosphere. Nobody inside survived.
That's just like...
There was a camp for the workers and their families nearby. Between the fires and the toxic fumes, the final death count was over 500.
Oh my
Mostly
gosh.
civilians. Saren didn't care. The target was eliminated, mission accomplished. And I ended up taking the blame. That ended all talk of me joining the Spectre.
That's horrible. That's just like purely evil. Like he went out of his way to blow up the facility. Even though it was like harder, like the mission was like easy. What?
Saren caused the explosion. How'd he pin it on you?
In his report, Saren accused me of blowing his cover. He said it was my fault the guards were ready for us. He claimed that's why it turned into a massacre. Saren's report was all the proof the Council needed to kill my chances of becoming a Spectre.
The only thing I care about is stopping Saren.
You're right, Commander. It's no good living in the past.
All right.
I should go.
I'll be here if you need anything.
Let's go. It's time to start the Saren Inquisition. Yes. Enter the Normandy. Here we go. Now it's ours.
By, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
Ooh. Thank you.
I heard what happened to Captain Anderson. Survives 100 battles and then gets taken down by backroom politics. Just watch your back, Commander. Things go bad on this mission, you're next on their chopping block.
I should go. The 3 most magical words in the 22nd century. Oh, is that like a thing that Shepard says a lot? I'm ready.
Saren's out there somewhere.
We gotta do
We're gonna
it.
Find him.
Everyone on this ship's behind you, Commander. 100%. Intercom's open. If you got anything you want to say to the crew, now's the time.
Ooh, ooh. Speech! Speech! We gotta be honest.
This is Commander Shepard speaking.
We have our orders. Find Saren before he finds the conduit. I won't lie to you, crew. This mission isn't going to be easy.
Oh, we get to choose what we say?
This began with an attack on a human settlement in the Traverse.
No
but
pressure.
we know Saren won't stop there. His geth armies aren't going to stay on the far fringes of Citadel space.
Our enemy knows we're coming.
Wherever he searches for the conduit, we'll be there. We will hunt him to the very ends of the galaxy and bring him down.
Yeah!
Humanity needs to do this.
Not just for our own sake, but for the sake of every other species in Citadel space. Saren must be stopped, and I promise you all, we will stop him.
I've got chills.
Well said, Commander. Captain will be proud.
Fancy speeches won't stop Saren from finding the conduit. If we really want to make the captain proud, we better get this bird in the air.
Oh my god, I love
Yes,
her.
ma'am.
I love her so much. Okay, let's go talk to our crew. Where are they? Salute me, sir. Thank you. I need to feel important. Kaiden, hey! How's it going, buddy? I'm sorry, Karth.
Anything you need, Commander?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I don't see how we could have done things any better. At least not without getting to Eden Prime sooner. And we were on the scene faster than any other Alliance ship could have been.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
We'll talk another time, Lieutenant.
Commander?
Alright, you don't want to talk. Sleeping pods? What? To deck 3, I see. It takes us to a whole different area. Thank you for showing me that. Hi, Garrus. How are you?
Thanks for bringing me on board, Commander. I knew working with the Spectre would be better than life at CSEC.
Have you worked with the Spectre before?
Well, no, but I know what they're like. Spectres make their own rules. You're free to handle things your way. At CSEC, you're buried by rules. The damn bureaucrats are always on your back.
He doesn't seem like he fit in well at CSEC.
Being a Spectre does have its advantages.
Exactly my point. If I'm trying to take down a suspect, it shouldn't matter how I do it, as long as I do it.
Exactly.
But CSEC wants it
She
done
agrees.
their way. Protocol and procedure come first. That's why I left.
So you just quit because you didn't like the way they do things?
There's more to it than that. It didn't start out bad, but as I rose in ranks, I got saddled with more and more red tape. CSEC's handling of Saren was typical. I just couldn't take it anymore. I hate leaving.
Well, it seems like you hated it, too, at the same time.
I hope you made the right choice. I'd hate for you to regret it later.
Well, that's sort of why I teamed up with you. It's a chance for me to get off the Citadel, see how things are done outside CSEC.
Alright.
Either way, I plan to make the most of this. And without CSEC headquarters looking over my shoulder, well, maybe I can get the job done my way for a change.
As long as you do your job well, you're free to go about your business as you see fit.
Thank you, Commander.
Yeah. New friends. Wrex, hi.
Nice ship you've got, Shepard. What can I do for you?
What's your story, Wrex?
There's no story. Go ask the quarian if you want stories.
You Krogans live for centuries. Don't tell me you haven't had a few interesting adventures.
Well, there was this one time the Turians almost wiped out our entire race.
Oh gosh.
That was fun.
Yeah, they tried the same with us, but we fought them off.
Ooh!
It's not the same.
That's not what I meant! Shepard!
It seems pretty much the same to me.
So your people were infected with a genetic mutation? An infection that makes only a few in 1,000 children survive birth? And I suppose it's destroying your entire species?
I suppose it isn't all the same.
Okay, she's
I
learning.
don't expect you to understand, but don't compare humanity's fate with the Krogan.
Yeah, no, you have a point, you have a point.
Sorry, Wrex. I wasn't trying to get you upset.
Your ignorance doesn't upset me, Shepard. As for the Krogan, I gave up on them long ago. The genophage infected us, but it's not what's killing us.
Are your people really dying?
We're sure not getting any stronger. We're too spread out. None of us are interested in staying in our own system.
Lots of species have left their homes and prospered.
But they go to colonize new worlds. We're not settlers. We're warriors. We want to fight.
I'm getting Mandalorian vibes here.
So we leave. Hire ourselves out. And most of us never go back.
Oh, interesting.
What can you tell me about the genophage?
Ask the Solarians if you want details. They made it. All I know, it makes breeding nearly impossible. Thousands die in stillbirth, and most never get that far. Every Krogan is infected, every one. And no one's rushing to find a cure.
Why don't the Krogan try to find a cure?
When was the last time you saw a Krogan scientist? You ask a Krogan, would he rather find a cure for the genophage or fight for credits? He'll choose fighting every time. It's just who we are, Shepard. I can't change that. Nobody can.
Oh my gosh. Wrex!
So long, Wrex.
Shepard.
Oh! That was so sad! Hello, Ashley. How are you?
Commander?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
Kinda wish you'd got there sooner, Commander. No offense, I appreciate the rescue. I just wish...
You wish we'd been able to save the rest of your unit.
Yes, ma'am.
Understandable.
If I had been more alert, we wouldn't have been cut down by an ambush.
We never trained to fight synthetics. The geth haven't gone beyond the Veil in 3 centuries.
Our training's supposed to make us able to adapt. I'll make sure it doesn't happen again.
Do you have a few minutes to talk? One-on-one?
I'm sorry, Commander. I need to get my duties squared away. I wouldn't mind talking more later, though.
Okay.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Was that kind of flirty? Tali, hello.
Your ship's amazing, Shepard. I've never seen a drive core like this before. I can't believe you were able to fit it into a ship this small. I'm starting to understand why you humans have been so successful. I had no idea Alliance vessels were so advanced.
The Normandy's a prototype, cutting-edge technology.
Oh!
A month ago, I was patching a makeshift fuel line into a converted tug ship in the flotilla. Now, I'm sitting on board one of the most advanced vessels in Citadel space. I have to thank you again for bringing me along. Traveling on a vessel like this is a dream come true for me.
I had no idea you found ship technology so interesting.
It comes with being a quarian. The migrant fleet is the key to the survival of my people. Ships are our most valuable resource. But we don't have anything like this. We make do with cast-offs and second-hand equipment. We just try to keep them running for as long as we can. Some of the fleet's larger vessels date all the way back to our original flight from the geth.
Whoa.
I can't believe your fleet's still using ships that are 3 centuries old.
They're constantly being repaired, modified, and refitted. They aren't pretty, but they work.
That's cool.
Mostly. We've tried to make ourselves as independent as possible on the flotilla, grow our own food, mine, and process our own fuel. But some things we just can't make on our own. A patch to maintain the hull integrity requires raw materials we just don't have. That's why our pilgrimages are so important.
Can we romance her? Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I'll figure it out, but I'm just curious.
Tell me about your people.
Our lives aren't easy. Resources are scarce, and we are constantly on the move. Everything we do must in some way contribute to the continuation of the migrant fleet. There are 17 million quarians in the flotilla, and each of us relies on the others for survival. The bonds among my people are strong. Unfortunately, we have had to surrender many of the freedoms and civil liberties other species take for granted.
What kind of freedoms?
Well, it's illegal for parents to have more than one child. If our population grows too much, it would strain our resources to their breaking point. Of course, we also can't allow our numbers to become too few. If our population is in decline, the rule against single births is temporarily repealed. In extreme cases of population decline, incentives are even offered to encourage multiple births. Though the Conclave hasn't had to take such measures in nearly a century.
The Conclave? What?
That's your government.
The Conclave is our civilian branch of government. Each ship can elect a representative to serve on the Conclave and make decisions that affect the fleet as a whole. On matters that affect an individual ship, however, the captain has the final say. It's a tradition that dates back to the early days, when the fleet was governed by martial law. Fortunately, most captains nowadays are smart enough to have an elected council from their crew to give them advice and guidance.
This is so interesting.
So the ultimate power rests with elected officials?
In practice, the Conclave and the respective council for each ship tend to set the rules that govern our daily lives. But in theory, we are still under military jurisdiction. The 5 top-ranking military officials in the fleet serve on the Admiralty Board. These 5 have the power to overrule any decision by the Conclave in case of emergency. To do so requires unanimous agreement among the Admiralty, and they can only do this once. After that, the entire board must resign their posts. It's a safeguard that served us well. In nearly 3 centuries, the Admiralty Board has only overruled the Conclave 4 times.
Oh, she knows way more about her government than I know about mine. Tell me more about your government. Now, let's talk about the geth.
I want to know more about the geth.
I doubt I can tell you anything you don't already know. It's been almost 3 centuries since they drove my people into exile. All I know is the story of their origins. What they were when we created them, and how they turned on us.
Interesting.
The geth were originally created to serve as an automated manual labor.
Oh no!
Initially, their intelligence was as limited as any VI. Over time, we made small modifications to their programming to allow them to perform more varied and complex tasks, bringing them closer and closer to true AI status.
How come the Council didn't step in and stop you?
This wasn't true AI research. We may have been skirting the bounds of the law, but we never did anything that was actually illegal. The changes were so insignificant, so gradual, that we were able to control them. Or so we thought. But one thing we underestimated was the power of the neural network. A million geth thinking simultaneously created an inherently unstable matrix.
So the geth share brain power?
Oh, I see.
Many of the geth's logic systems were designed to work in concert with other nearby geth. Basically, the more of them you have in a group, the smarter they are.
That seems like a bad idea.
So there's some sort of group consciousness?
No, nothing like that. They cannot share sensory data or information. Their programming cannot handle that much simultaneous input. Each geth maintains an individual awareness and identity. The neural network only operates on a process-based level. It's basically the synthetic equivalent of a subconscious. But when they're in close proximity, they can coordinate low-level functional processes, freeing up more capacity for original or independent thought.
That's so interesting.
What made them rebel?
As we built more and more geth, their effective intelligence became more sophisticated, more abstract. One day, a geth began to ask its quarian overseer questions about the nature of its existence.
Uh-oh.
Am I alive?
See your face.
Why am I here?
You
What is my
run from
purpose?
my dreams.
Yay, 2 months. Lurking while I game. Hope you're well.
I don't see what's so bad about those questions.
The geth were created to engage in mundane, repetitive, or dangerous manual labor. That's fine for machines, but it won't satisfy a sentient being for long. The geth were showing signs of rudimentary self-awareness and independent thought. If the geth were intelligent, then we were essentially using them as slaves. It was inevitable the newly sentient geth would rebel against their situation. We knew they would rise up against us, so we acted first. A general order went out across all quarian-controlled systems to permanently deactivate all geth. The geth responded to this order violently.
Whoa, what? Okay, someone messed up.
You didn't really think they'd just let you destroy them without a fight, did you?
The hope was that most of the geth would still be little more than machines, incapable of organized resistance. But they had progressed much further than anyone anticipated. The war was long and bloody. Millions upon millions of quarians died at their hands. In the end, we were forced to flee our own homeworld.
Wow.
We feared the geth would pursue us, but they never came beyond the veil. Now we drift through space, exile searching for a way to reclaim what was once ours.
Interesting.
I want to know more about the pilgrimage.
When my people reach maturity, we leave our birth ships and seek acceptance with a new crew. It's necessary to maintain genetic diversity among the fleet. But no ship wants to accept someone who will be a burden on them. So, to prove our worth, we embark on a pilgrimage. We set out alone, leaving the flotilla and our families behind us. We only return once we have found something of value we can bring back to the fleet. This is presented as a gift to the captain of the respective ship we wish to join. If the gift is accepted, we are welcomed into the crew.
Yeah, I have so many questions. Do they accept? And like, what if this takes just years? What if people never come back?
Can a captain choose to reject the gift?
That doesn't happen often. Most captains are eager to increase the size of their crew. It increases their own standing in our society. Even when a gift is not particularly valuable, the captain usually accepts it out of a sense of tradition. However, there is a stigma to presenting a substandard gift.
What's a standard gift?
It's not the best way to make a good impression on a new community. Most pilgrims don't return until they find something worthwhile.
Interesting.
I can't believe they just send you off alone.
It's not like they just cast us out. Before we leave, we are given lessons in how to survive outside the flotilla, and given gifts to help us on our journey. We also receive implants to fight off sickness and disease. Generations of living in an isolated and highly controlled environment have left our immune systems weaker than most. By the time we leave the fleet, we are well equipped for the pilgrimage. This is a rite of passage for all quarians. If it were dangerous, our numbers would suffer.
Interesting.
Virtually every pilgrimage ends with a triumphant return and the ritual presentation of the gift to one of the fleet's captains.
This is so cool!
I want to talk about something else.
Like what?
Okay, that's it.
I should go.
Oh, she said it again. She said it again. That's 2. It's beautiful! Look at that. Wow. I love this! Okay, cool. I think we've talked to everybody. Let's go find our Liara. Alright, now we can finally use the galaxy map, huh? I'm very excited to meet this Liara lady. I've got my eye on her, even though I haven't even met her yet. We know Shepard has a thing for blue, blue ladies. Okay, we're on the Citadel. Zoom out. Whoa, 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 whoa. How do I control this? What is going on? What am I doing? I'm trying to zoom out, but nothing's happening. Oh, there we go. I have to keep pressing escape. Thank you. Escape. Oh, there we go. Liara's dig site. I guess we know where she is after all. So I think our plan is to go to try to get her. That's what I'm feeling. Whoa. Oh my gosh. Wait, they're all named after Greek things? So we have to go to all of these to find her? Oh my gosh. Okay, let's start with Sparta. We're going for it. We're doing it. Oh. Wait, there's so many! How do we know where to go? So she's somewhere in this system. And we don't even know. Oh my gosh. Let's just start at the outer one and go in. Work our way in. Idolus.
Commander, I'm picking up a signal from the planet's surface. It looks like an automated distress beacon.
What? Idolus is a terrestrial planet with an atmosphere of carbon dioxide and nitrogen. Idolus's surface is covered by wide deserts of silicate sand, with only a few areas of igneous rock highlands to break the abrasive, dust-choked wind. Idolus's orbit is congested with debris thrown inwards by the gravity of the gas giant Untamalka. Due to a high rate of meteor impacts, exploration is highly dangerous. Let's go! Sounds like the place for us! Let's try. Yes, please do! I would love to hear them. I need to learn more about pop culture. Thank you for asking, though. I appreciate you asking first. Oh gosh. Oh, hello. Wow, we just threw that down like it was nothing. Ooh, we got an ability. What the? Ah! Where's the distress signal? Okay, here we are. Distress signal. Anomaly. Debris. Alright, let's go towards that distress signal, y'all. Woo! Oh my gosh, this is so fun! I love this. Enemies? Enemies? An Alliance Marine? Oh my gosh! How do I shoot at it? What am I doing?